Fort Knox, the United States Bullion Depository, is one of the most iconic and heavily guarded locations in the world. It holds a mythical status in the public imagination, often portrayed as a fortress containing a vast treasure trove of gold bullion, representing the financial strength and stability of the United States. Fort Knox is a sign of U.S. gold stability. However, despite its prominent role in popular culture, much of what the public knows about Fort Knox is based on speculation, rumor, and carefully curated official narratives. Transparency around Fort Knox has been limited. For many years, access to information about the gold reserves stored at Fort Knox has been tightly controlled, fueling skepticism and conspiracy theories about the true contents of the vault. To address this lack of transparency and shed light on the reality of Fort Knox, a bold move was undertaken. Filing a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) request to obtain official documents related to the gold reserves. The documents were then reviewed and released to the public. This is the story of what that revealed. Welcome back to the Gold Protocol. Today we're diving deep into a subject that touches on government transparency, public trust, and the very foundation of the U.S. financial system. The iconic Fort Knox and what it holds is quite an interesting mystery. We'll uncover the reasons for the secrecy surrounding Fort Knox, the challenges faced in obtaining the FOIA documents, and the surprising details revealed about the gold reserves, including the quantity, composition, and security measures in place. We will talk about the facts and dispel the conspiracies. We'll also explore the ongoing debate about auditing the gold reserves and offer practical insights into how this information can inform our understanding of the role of gold in the modern economy. Get ready for a journey behind the walls of Fort Knox, armed with declassified documents and a commitment to uncovering the truth. The mystique of Fort Knox: secrecy and speculation. Fort Knox has cultivated a mystique that is almost unparalleled, largely due to the high level of secrecy surrounding its operations and contents. This secrecy has fueled a wide range of speculation and conspiracy theories, ranging from claims that the gold reserves have been secretly depleted to assertions that the vault is filled with counterfeit gold. The lack of transparency has had real consequences. The reasons for this secrecy are complex and multifaceted. The U.S. government argues that maintaining secrecy around Fort Knox is essential for national security, preventing potential threats to the gold reserves. Some believe that releasing detailed information about the gold reserves could destabilize the gold market and undermine confidence in the U.S. dollar. The issue of gold reserves can be politically sensitive, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. The Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, a tool for transparency. The Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, is a federal law that grants the public the right to request access to government information. FOIA requests can be used to obtain a wide range of documents, including records related to Fort Knox. Transparency is essential in a democratic society. Filing a FOIA request can be a complex and time-consuming process, but it is a powerful tool for promoting government transparency and accountability. Challenges and redactions. Obtaining documents related to Fort Knox through a FOIA request is not always easy. Government agencies often resist releasing information, citing national security concerns or other exemptions under the FOIA. It can be a challenge to hold our leaders accountable. In many cases, documents are heavily redacted, with sensitive information blacked out to protect national security or privacy. Despite these challenges, it is often possible to obtain valuable information through FOIA requests, shedding light on government activities and promoting greater transparency. What the FOIA documents reveal: quantity, composition, and security. The FOIA documents related to Fort Knox have revealed several key details about the gold reserves. Quantity. The documents confirm that Fort Knox holds a significant quantity of gold bullion, although the exact amount is often redacted. Composition. The gold reserves consist primarily of gold bars, but also include some gold coins and other forms of gold. Security. The documents provide details about the security measures in place at Fort Knox, including armed guards, surveillance systems, and reinforced vaults. Auditing the gold. A call for greater accountability. For many years, there has been a debate about whether the gold reserves at Fort Knox should be audited by an independent third party. Proponents of an audit argue that it is essential for ensuring accountability and transparency. Skeptics of the audit claim that it is unnecessary and would be too costly and time-consuming. Whether to audit Fort Knox remains a debate. Despite the arguments against an audit, it could bring clarity. To see more information, subscribe to the Gold Protocol. Thanks for watching.